Hidden deep within the Judean desert, in a place where time stands still, an ancient secret lay buried for over 2,000 years. Discovered by chance, the Dead Sea Scrolls have unlocked mysteries that have reshaped our understanding of history, religion, and the very foundations of the Bible. What secrets do these fragile scrolls hold? Join us as we unravel the ancient wisdom hidden within the Dead Sea Scrolls. Our story begins in 1947, in the vast, arid lands near the Dead Sea. A Bedouin shepherd, tending to his flock, stumbles upon a cave. A simple toss of a stone leads to the sound of breaking pottery. Inside the cave, he finds something extraordinary: ancient scrolls preserved in clay jars. Little did he know, he had uncovered one of the greatest archaeological finds of all time. What followed was a race against time. Scholars, archaeologists, and even smugglers sought to understand the significance of these ancient texts. But why were these scrolls hidden here? The answer lies in the unique environment of the Dead Sea. The region's dry climate and isolated caves acted as a natural time capsule, preserving these documents for centuries. As more caves were explored, more scrolls were uncovered, over 900 manuscripts in total. These were not just religious writings. They included legal texts, community rules, and even fragments of unknown books. The discovery changed everything we knew about ancient Jewish life. The significance of these scrolls cannot be overstated. Before their discovery, the oldest known Hebrew manuscripts of the Bible dated back to the Middle Ages. Suddenly, scholars had access to texts that were more than 1,000 years older. This was a monumental shift in biblical studies and historical research. The texts confirmed the remarkable preservation of the Hebrew Bible over time and offered insight into its transmission. Who wrote the Dead Sea Scrolls? Scholars believe they were created by a mysterious group known as the Essenes. The Essenes were an ancient Jewish sect that lived in strict devotion to God. They separated themselves from mainstream society, believing the world was corrupt. Their lifestyle was one of purity, discipline, and intense study of the scriptures. Some scholars even suggest that the Essenes were waiting for an apocalyptic event, a belief reflected in some of the scrolls. The scrolls provide an incredible glimpse into early Jewish practices, prayers, rituals, and interpretations of biblical texts. Some writings even mirror sections of the Hebrew Bible, offering insight into how scripture evolved over time. These texts also shed light on the political and religious conflicts of the era. The Roman occupation of Judea and divisions among Jewish groups played a crucial role in shaping history. The Dead Sea Scrolls capture these tensions, revealing a society on the brink of major transformation. Deciphering the Dead Sea Scrolls was no easy task. Written in Hebrew, Aramaic, and Greek, many of the scrolls were damaged, with missing pieces and faded ink. Scholars spent decades piecing together fragments like an ancient puzzle. The delicate nature of the scrolls made handling them a challenge. Many were so fragile that even the slightest movement could cause them to crumble. Some of the most significant scrolls include the Great Isaiah Scroll, the oldest complete manuscript of the Book of Isaiah, proving the incredible accuracy of biblical preservation. The Temple Scroll, detailed descriptions of temple rituals and laws, giving insight into religious practices. The Community Rule Scroll, a text outlining the rules and beliefs of the Essene community, shedding light on their way of life. The Copper Scroll, unlike the others, this scroll was engraved on copper and described a hidden treasure, leading some to speculate about its connection to lost riches. But what do these texts tell us? They confirm that many biblical books were already in use centuries before they were officially compiled. They also hint at lost scriptures, books that were once read but never made it into the modern Bible. The scrolls include variations of biblical texts, some with slight differences, offering insight into how scripture was edited and transmitted over time. And the discoveries didn't stop there. In recent years, advanced technology like DNA analysis and AI reconstruction has helped uncover even more hidden details. Infrared imaging has allowed researchers to read previously invisible sections of the scrolls. These advancements continue to refine our understanding of the texts. The discovery of the scrolls has also led to significant debates. Some scholars believe that the texts provide insight into the early foundations of Christianity. Certain passages bear similarities to the teachings of Jesus, leading to speculation that the Essenes may have influenced early Christian thought. However, others argue that the scrolls represent a purely Jewish perspective, separate from later Christian developments. The secrecy surrounding the scrolls' early research also contributed to various conspiracy theories. For years, access to the texts was restricted to a small group of scholars, fueling rumors that certain scrolls contained hidden revelations about Christianity or suppressed knowledge about biblical history. Eventually, in the 1990s, full access to the scrolls was granted, allowing researchers worldwide to study them openly. One of the biggest mysteries is whether more scrolls remain undiscovered. Excavations in the region continue, with new discoveries being made even in recent years. Some experts believe that other hidden caves may contain additional manuscripts, waiting to be unearthed. The Dead Sea Scrolls remain one of the most important discoveries of the modern era. They have shaped biblical studies, archaeology, and our understanding of ancient Jewish history. Efforts to preserve these fragile documents are ongoing. Digital scans, high-tech preservation methods, and continued research ensure that future generations can study these texts. Their legacy is one of discovery, mystery, and enlightenment. They remind us that history is never truly lost. Sometimes, it just waits to be found. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the past. If you enjoyed this exploration of the Dead Sea Scrolls, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible discoveries. Until next time, keep seeking the truth. To truly understand the depth of the impact the Dead Sea Scrolls have had, we must consider how they challenge our perception of history. These scrolls have provided evidence that the biblical texts we read today have been carefully transmitted through generations with incredible accuracy. Yet, they also reveal that there were variations, alternate interpretations, and lost writings that were part of the ancient Jewish and early Christian worlds. Another fascinating aspect of the scrolls is how they highlight the complexity of Jewish life during the Second Temple period. The Jewish people were not a monolithic group. There were various sects with different interpretations of scripture and religious law. The Essenes, the Pharisees, the Sadducees, and the Zealots all played a role in shaping Jewish thought and ultimately, the development of early Christianity. The Dead Sea Scrolls give us a rare window into this dynamic period of religious evolution. Furthermore, the insights from the scrolls have led scholars to re-evaluate long-held beliefs about how the Hebrew Bible came to be. The scrolls provide early versions of biblical texts, some with slight differences, indicating that scripture was still being edited and refined during the time of the Essenes. This challenges the traditional belief that the biblical texts were finalized much earlier than previously thought. These discoveries continue to spark discussions in religious and academic communities alike. What other hidden knowledge could be buried beneath the sands of history? With ongoing excavations and technological advancements, we may yet uncover even more pieces of the puzzle that is our shared past. As we move forward, the preservation of the Dead Sea Scrolls remains a priority. The harsh desert environment, while excellent for preservation, also poses challenges as exposure to modern elements can cause further deterioration. Scholars and conservators are working tirelessly to ensure that these documents remain intact for future generations. The Dead Sea Scrolls are more than just ancient manuscripts. They are a bridge to the past, a key to unlocking the origins of our religious and cultural traditions, and a reminder that history is a living, breathing entity, always waiting to be discovered. Their legacy will continue to shape our understanding of the ancient world for generations to come.